there, welcome to my channel. My name is Monica and I'm an independent sales ambassador with Avon, and today I thought we'd chat about my goals that I set up for myself in the second quarter. Did I accomplish those? And where am I headed in the third quarter? Even though the third quarter is like half over, I did set up some goals, and I think I'm kind of glad I waited because some stuff came up that I didn't think about, and now they're on my list. All right, so let's put on some glasses so I can read my list. I have separated my goals for 2025 into Avon goals and personal goals. So we'll start with the Avon goals. And the first thing that I hoped to accomplish in the second quarter was one post a week to a blog, and I have not done that. I don't think blogging is for me. It was back in the 2000s when I used to have a blog. That was a lot of fun, but there are other platforms that I'm having more fun on that I like a lot better. YouTube, Instagram, Threads. Yeah, those are, social media platforms that I really enjoy. So what I'm going to do for the blog is I'm going to move it along to the third quarter and probably move it along to the fourth quarter. If I find that I've done absolutely nothing, then I'm going to scrap it. There's no sense in keeping something on your goal accomplished list when you don't have the heart to do it. So you might as well just get rid of it, wash your hands of it, and move on to other goals. All right, the other thing that I was supposed to do was to finish 2 online courses, the Think Media and Intro to Social Media Marketing. I have done neither of those. Yeah, so I've got no really good excuse for that, but oddly enough is I filmed this video on Saturday, and because I was messing with my camera settings prior to filming, the filming went fine, but when I watched the playback, the video background had mirrored. So the couch was over here, the desk was over here, and while the content was really good, it really bugged me that I had mirrored the background. And while I can fix that in editing, and I did, and it flipped it back to where it was supposed to be, when I was trying to edit and add information to the video was really lagging. And I thought, oh man, what did I do? Well, I messed it up. So I scrapped it and I started again. So here I am doing it again. But while watching that video, it made me realize, like, well, why haven't I done this course? And I paid for this course. This is a really good course. I paid for it, paid a lot for it. It's pretty expensive. And I was kind of embarrassed watching that. And so I did a 45-minute session of this course this morning. And it was really more horrifying that I looked at the date. I wrote down the date. I always write down the dates of stuff. And the last time I opened this book, it was July 2024. So what have I been doing for a whole year of not even, like, I could see, not picking this up for a couple months, but it's been a whole year. And the course information that I watched today was really good, and it gave me ideas to do videos. So why I was sitting on this, I have no idea. I think initially it was a little boring, but I just got into a section that was really interesting today, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know why I just sat on this. It's just so silly. I could have discovered that like months ago, but no, no, I did not. But I'm moving forward with it now. So also the intro to social media marketing, I think that's on Coursera. It's an online course. It's a free course, and I think I'm just going to scrap that till next year. If I do it at all, it wasn't a course that really grabbed me. It's sort of like you start reading a book and you're just waiting for the plot to kind of draw you into the book. Well, this course never really did that, so I'm definitely going to scrap that for now. I may revisit it later, but more than likely I'll just look for something else. So also, and yay, I did accomplish something. I was doing posting for the Avon Creative Collective, and that is a program for Avon ambassadors. It's sort of Avon's PR program. and Avon will send you products to try, new products that they are launching. And so you just kind of post about them and talk about them and try them out. And I've been enjoying that, and I've been doing that. So that does take a lot of time. I'm not the most creative person, so it takes me some time to use the product and like how do I want to picture it? What do I want to say about it? That does take me a little bit of time, but in general, it's been really fun, and I've definitely enjoyed being part of that program. All right. So, and that was kind of my second quarter goals. And so I did okay. Well, I did one thing, but it made me realize that I need to do this. So that's all right. As long as we're moving along. All right. So for my Avon goals for the third quarter, which is, practically over, something interesting happened. I was watching the Avon convention. On Avon Insider, they posted a video about the Avon. They did a panel of Avon ambassadors and how they were doing on TikTok. It was very interesting, and so I was like, "Wow, should I try TikTok?" And so I did sign up for an account, and I'm kind of learning about TikTok right now. I have 2 posts up right now, but I'm still learning all the, bells and whistles of it. I wanted to really avoid it. I was never really on board with it, just because I was, all the things you hear about TikTok, stealing your information and all that stuff. And I think it's probably more of a solid platform now. I think any platform that you're on, they're interested in your personal information because, of course, they want to market to you. So I don't think you're really safe on any platform. So I just decided to give TikTok a try. And I will link that video from the Avon Insider below so you can check it out if you're an Avon ambassador and you're curious about TikTok too. All right, so on the third quarter, I'm actually going to finish this course. This is the Think Media course, and I think I'll be able to do that. It's best for me to work on coursework in the morning when I'm having my coffee, after I wake up, feed the dogs. I'm pretty awake by then, and that's what I did this morning, and I was like, okay, we're good. I can do this, so I can take 45 minutes out of my time to watch a video. I think it's not that hard. All right, and again, I'm moving the blog to the third quarter. Pretty much think I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to have it hang there just to remind me, if I change my mind. So that is it for the third quarter, and of course, I'm going to continue posting for the Avon Creatives Collective. So I don't have that listed here, but I think I will move that there so I don't forget about it. All right, so for my personal goals of the second quarter, I'm supposed to work out 3 times a week and work on mobility for my posture. And I did really good in June. So I am a paper calendar girl because I'm a Gen Xer. I don't dig this electronic stuff. So what I do is I have my calendar, and all these little dots are the type of workouts that I did. And you can see I have lots of little dots. So I did pretty good in June. But then at the end of June, I got really sick. And so that, my workouts kind of tanked, so I think I have like, maybe I tried to do 4 workouts. It just wasn't working out for me. Even though I was feeling better, I had this congested cough that would not go away. And so even if I was like laying down to do yoga, I would cough, and I couldn't do it. So I had to wait till I got over that, which finally I did. And then, of course, August, I just couldn't get back in the swing of things. So August, I've done nothing, but I did something today because, again, as I was watching back the video that I scrapped, I was kind of embarrassed. I was like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm doing nothing. I'm not doing the things I said I would do. And so this morning I did a 20-minute yoga little program, and so I got something done. And it made me feel so good, So yeah, exercise is great stuff. You get those exercise endorphins, you get the sense of accomplishment. Yeah, it's good stuff to do. All right, so other things that I did complete and got done, yay. I did complete the New Testament, the epistles with Dr. Teresa Morgan. That was a free course, Yale Bible study, I think. I'll link that below in case you're interested. It was free to do, super easy. You just kind of watch some videos and you can kind of read the, whatever they were reading, you kind of read it before and then listen to their explanation of it. It was really good. And it's a part of the Bible that I have never read. Epistles means letters. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, I will link it below. Also, I did start Whole30 in May, and I was just really focusing on healthy eating versus weight loss. I mean, I lost weight anyways, which is always a great bonus. But towards the end of May is my birthday. And yeah, the last week of May was not good because it was all about, it's my birthday and we're going out to a restaurant to have, maybe a little snack, and all of a sudden the dessert menu shows up and I'm like, well, sure, because it's my birthday. And so that went on for like a week. So the last week of the month was not good. But in general, I did Whole30 and did really good at it, except the last week of May. So also I had on my personal goals, $100 budget for makeup. I can't say cosmetics, makeup. And that did not include Avon cosmetics. So I didn't purchase really hardly anything outside of Avon. I know I did purchase a Revlon Color Stay foundation. That is my favorite foundation. And I did purchase some of these. I forgot I had these. These are the pre-glue underlash extensions. These are so cool. These right here, and I'm currently practicing with them because I can do my right eye really good because I'm right-handed. I can't do my left eye. I'm having all kinds of trouble. But these are so comfortable, and they actually stick. They're amazing, and they look amazing because I'm just doing like the outer corners. So they're a lot of fun, and I did buy a second pack so I can practice. So that's the only two things I really purchased in the last couple months is a foundation and some sticky eyelashes, which are going to be fun. So yeah, that was it. So I'm doing good with that, and that's going to continue because I've been really, really happy with Avon Cosmetics. They've come out with some really nice blushes and lippies, and they're coming out with that new satin foundation. And so I don't feel like I need any outside cosmetics. I mean, Avon's doing it for me, so I'm all good. Also, I had a $200 budget for clothing per month, not including athletic wear and Avon stuff. And I've really only bought Avon stuff. I can't think of anything that I've purchased. I really can't think of anything. I did purchase something from the Nordstrom sale. I think I purchased some socks, but that was hardly $200 worth of stuff. And yeah, so I'm doing well with that budget, and I'm going to move that over to the third quarter. I think $200 a month is good, and I don't seem to be spending that, so I'm all good. All right, so how about my personal goals for the third quarter? So I am going to continue my workouts, my 3 days a week workouts, and I'm going to make sure one of those workouts is outside the home, so I can just get out. I can be a house hermit, and when I become a house hermit, then become bored, and then I won't do my workouts because I have a ton of equipment here. I wouldn't say a ton, but I have good enough equipment here that I can get in a good workout. And sometimes I won't do it because I have to go out in the garage. It's really boring. And so, yeah, I need to get outside. I need to either go for a walk. I need to go to the yacht club gym. My husband is a member of the San Diego Yacht Club, and they have a really lovely gym there, which I never use, and because it's for free. It's just included in your membership. And the other thing, and this is what started me thinking about this, is so it's kind of nice that I waited to do my third quarter goals, is I was sitting in a restaurant and I was kind of listening to the conversation. I was just kind of looking around, and I noticed up in the building across the street, the second story, that they had some equipment. I was looking, it was all lit up, and I was looking, I was like, what is that? And I kind of thought it was Pilates equipment, and it was, because I checked it out the next day, and it's a Pilates studio that just opened in my neighborhood that I didn't even know that they had opened. I don't know how they were advertising, but I completely didn't know about it. So I'm definitely going to check that out. It's very exciting. So I'm very excited about it. And yeah, that's what you need to work out. You need to be excited and, get going. So definitely going to check that out. Also, I'm going to do Whole30 in September, and I'm also very excited about that. I've already been planning for it, and I even bought a cookbook. So I bought this cookbook, And I've already got like, my stuff all ready to go, stuff I want to try. That's kind of the other thing with me. When I started Whole30, I sort of kind of winged it, and I just kind of ate the same thing over and over that I knew was, in compliance. And of course, here we go, I get bored, and then I start looking for other little snackies. So this time I'm going to definitely add variety to my diet and just stay within the parameters of that program. It's not a difficult program to do. It's really just taking the junk out of your food and eating whole foods. So you're not eating sugar or gluten or seed oils or stuff like that. So, and that food is, those ingredients are in a lot of our processed foods. So it's good to like walk away from that and do 30 days of, just, pure whole foods. You wouldn't think that that would be really difficult, but I think there's so much processed food, and I'm guilty of eating processed food, totally, because I like a good snack, So it's good for me to just get off that and just do 30 days of some healthy stuff. So we're going to do that in the third quarter. And lastly, this is going to kind of be fun. I'm going to try new clothing color combinations. You're like, well, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to start trying to put together different clothing color combinations. And this started when I was looking on Pinterest. I was looking at old money style clothing. And it wasn't because I was interested in looking rich, anything like that. It was just the color combinations that they were coming up with were very interesting to me. And I'll put a picture of one that's started it all. It's a gray top with maroon bottoms, and I have that gray satin blouse that I got from Avon, and I was like, oh, I'd love to wear that with maroon bottoms, but I don't have maroon bottoms, and the reason why I don't have maroon bottoms is because I'm the queen of dark jeans and black top. That's what I wear when I go out to dinner. And it's just time to look at my wardrobe and see what different color combinations I can try that are new. So I was just watching a fashion video today where dark chocolate brown is really going to be kind of the new black this season. So that's very exciting to me. I own 0 items of brown clothing in my wardrobe. It's just not a color I think of. So I'm definitely going to maybe pick up, I don't know, maybe some type of brown top, maybe a brown sweater. I don't know, but yeah, definitely want to do some new clothing color combinations and still stay within my $200 budget. So there's no need to go outside of that budget. I don't need to change my wardrobe overnight, and I need to look at what I have and maybe try to work with those colors. So interesting. That's just going to be really, really fun. So that is it for me. Those are my completed second quarter goals, and I'm moving on to the third quarter, even though the third quarter is almost half over. That's okay. Sometimes we have to take a step back and look at our goals. And I'm kind of glad that this happened the way it did. That way I could, add some goals that I didn't think I was going to do. And yeah, so sometimes that's the way it works out. Anyways, I hope you have revisited your goals that you set for yourself, and you are, either accomplishing them or figuring out why you didn't do them, or, in some cases, just moving them off. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Anyways, leave a comment or question below and I'll happily answer it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.